Imagine a day when every drop of water from Earth's oceans suddenly disappears. In just a moment, an enormous hidden world would rise before humanity's eyes, a world buried for millions of years. Vast dry seabeds would stretch across the planet like another forgotten continent. What secrets have been hiding beneath the oceans? Lost civilizations, gigantic mountains, or terrifying scars from Earth's ancient past? Today, with advanced technologies like 3D seabed mapping and deep-sea robotic exploration, scientists are uncovering this world. Researchers believe if oceans were drained, humanity would witness sights beyond imagination. Ancient geological wounds, submerged volcanic kingdoms, mysterious trenches, and clues to legends like the Bermuda Triangle. In this documentary, we will imagine the impossible. Step by step, we will remove the waters of the world's oceans. We will explore what scientists believe is buried and discover one terrifying truth. If the oceans truly vanished, could humanity survive, or would civilization collapse instantly? Let us begin from one of the most important regions on Earth, the Gulf of Mexico. If all the water from this massive gulf disappeared, a gigantic scar from Earth's ancient history would emerge. Scientists believe this hidden structure changed life on our planet forever. In 2016, researchers drilled deep beneath the floor of the Gulf of Mexico and discovered evidence of a catastrophic impact. Beneath layers of sediment, they found melted rock formations created under unimaginable heat and pressure. When scientists analyzed those rocks, they discovered they were nearly 66 million years old. During that distant time, a colossal asteroid nearly 10 kilometers wide slammed into Earth with devastating force. The explosion released more energy than billions of nuclear bombs. It created an enormous crater. Many scientists believe this single event wiped out the dinosaurs entirely. No dinosaur fossils younger than 66 million years have ever been found. Life itself changed direction. Even now, hidden beneath the sea, the gigantic crater still exists. It stretches nearly 200 kilometers wide, but because it remains buried under layers of ocean water and sediment, humans can never fully witness its true scale. Only if the Gulf of Mexico were completely drained would this ancient wound become fully visible. As the waters vanished, massive underwater plains called continental shelves would appear around North America. These regions were once dry land millions of years ago, before rising sea levels submerged them forever. The deeper scientists dig into these layers, the further back in time they travel. It would be like opening a gigantic history book written beneath the ocean floor. But leaving behind the mystery of the Gulf of Mexico, let us now travel toward one of the most feared places on Earth, the Bermuda Triangle. For decades, this region of the Atlantic Ocean has been surrounded by mystery. Countless ships, aircraft, and boats are believed to have vanished here under strange circumstances. Some people even imagined supernatural forces hiding beneath the sea. But what would we actually see if all the water from the Bermuda Triangle suddenly disappeared? Using modern sonar systems, scientists have mapped large portions of this region. What they discovered is far stranger than many imagined. Beneath the surface lies an incredibly complex geological landscape. Massive underwater mountains rise from the darkness. Deep valleys cut across the seabed. Sharp cliffs and hidden trenches create a maze-like terrain. Narrow channels twist through giant rock formations like natural labyrinths. Scientists believe this difficult terrain may partially explain why so many wrecks are difficult to locate in this region. The Bermuda Islands are just the visible peaks of a gigantic underwater volcano. This structure rises nearly 4 kilometers from the seafloor. Millions of years ago, powerful volcanic eruptions released lava into the Atlantic. Over time, it formed a massive volcanic island. Nature transformed it. Erosion flattened peaks. During the Ice Age, melting glaciers caused sea levels to rise, submerging most of the island. Today, only a tiny portion remains above water, what we now know as Bermuda. But the deeper the ocean disappears, the more terrifying the discoveries become. Far beneath the Atlantic lies the Puerto Rico Trench. If water vanished, humanity would witness an enormous crack descending 8 kilometers into darkness. Gigantic rock walls plunge downward for kilometers. The trench was created by the collision of tectonic plates over millions of years. As the North American plate slowly pushed beneath the Caribbean plate, the seafloor fractured apart, forming this enormous abyss. Scientists say the geological structure of this region is so extreme and unpredictable that locating wreckage inside it becomes incredibly difficult. Strong underwater currents, unstable terrain, and sudden depth changes may all contribute to many unexplained disappearances connected to the Bermuda Triangle. But now, let us uncover another hidden secret buried beneath the oceans, something that silently powers the modern world every single second. Today, humanity depends heavily on the internet. Every minute, people around the world send millions of gigabytes of information across the planet. Many imagine this data travels mainly through satellites floating in space. But the reality is far more surprising. If the oceans dried up, one of the most important hidden structures of modern civilization would suddenly appear across the seabed. Thousands upon thousands of gigantic underwater internet cables. These massive fiber optic cables stretch across entire oceans, connecting continents together. They carry nearly all international internet traffic, phone calls, banking systems, financial markets, video streaming, and global communication. In fact, more than 95% of the world's internet data travels through these underwater cables, not satellites. If the ocean disappeared, humanity would see endless lines of cables stretching across dry ocean floors. These cables, connecting continents, constantly face danger beneath the sea. Underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and even shark bites have damaged them. Without the ocean's protective pressure and cooling, these systems would quickly fail. Global communication networks could collapse within days, and that would only be the beginning. If all ocean water truly vanished, Earth would transform into an unrecognizable planet. Oceans regulate the planet's temperature, absorbing heat and distributing it globally. Without water, Earth's climate system would completely collapse. Daytime temperatures would become unbearably hot, nights freezing cold. Coastal regions, once vibrant, would turn into dry wastelands. Marine ecosystems would die almost instantly. Trillions of creatures would perish. Oceans produce much of Earth's oxygen through phytoplankton. Oxygen levels would decrease. Rainfall patterns would disappear. Agriculture would collapse. Rivers would dry up. Then, another terrifying process would begin. The immense pressure of ocean water pushes down on Earth's crust. If that water vanished, the crust could shift violently. Massive earthquakes and volcanic eruptions might occur. Gigantic salt deserts would cover former ocean floors. Toxic gases could escape. Ancient bacteria and microorganisms hidden for millions of years might also become exposed. Enormous underwater methane deposits could be released, accelerating climate disaster. And perhaps most frightening of all, humanity would realize how little of Earth we truly understand. Humans have explored only a tiny fraction of the deep ocean. More people have walked on the moon than visited the deepest parts of Earth's oceans. If the seas disappeared, humanity might discover lost landscapes, ancient ruins, unknown species. Entire mountain ranges larger than the Himalayas lie hidden underwater today. Gigantic volcanic systems circle the planet beneath the oceans. There are underwater waterfalls, lakes, and rivers beneath the sea itself. It would reveal a hidden world, far stranger, more violent, and more mysterious than humanity ever imagined. And perhaps the greatest truth is this: the oceans are not simply water. They are the life support system of our entire planet. Without them, Earth would no longer be the world we know today.